down, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A handoff to Fournette. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 59 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
2 yards. And the Seahawks.
Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road, want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second and 10 now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Intercepted.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle.
From the 41, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. A gain of 9.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
At the 40.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks nothing.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
32-yard line.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, you know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They'll set up the screen to McCoy, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
At the 14-yard.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
K.J. Wright, the one who shot in there to get him down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ryan Suckup on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. One
play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson steps away to his left. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 20, 10, 5. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now,
and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
21 yards.
The end result, 21 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7.
Buccaneers 16, Seahawks 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it, and he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He lets it. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 63 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Buccaneers 16. Seahawks.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
A gain of 4.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a 1-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Now they'll throw with Brady.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. A run with Fournette there, so push this forward for about 4 on 1st down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, 27 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back now in Tampa. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Again, Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 72 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Suckup on for the point after.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll drop here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A.J. Wright. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
A 27-yard attempt.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. From the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and
9 from the 44. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. A gain there of 21 yards. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Now, Green, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but it throws it anyway.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Leonard Fournette.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
And 7.
Fournette running right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's good. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown,
Tyler Lockett with time running out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 29.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's got room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 18. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. He lets it fly for Lockett. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Just ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Brings up second and 9.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
To Leonard Fournette. L.J. Collier on the stop.
The handoff, Fournette running left. And he's got some space here. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Good game, bro. I'm the best in the world.
Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just
Have you played TD Barrett yet?
How much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
I don't know too much about it, but I guess he's going up there with the big dogs.